Let's just, yep. Hello everyone, guys. Welcome back to the stream. Sorry for the interrupted and for technical difficulties. But I hope that the quality now is much better. And yeah, 1 second. Oh, what did I do? So, yeah, welcome. My name is Vadim. I'm from Not Just Development, and today I'm joined by Lucas. Hi, Lucas.
Hello, guys.
I think your camera is not moving. Technical problems.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, and we started this stream right now, and the quality was bad, and I had to change some settings. So I will go through the introduction one more time, and real quickly, so you can understand what we're gonna do today. So yeah, today we're gonna create a Twitter clone in React Native from scratch. And what technologies we're gonna use. So for the front end, we're gonna use React Native with Expo. And if you don't know about Expo, Expo is some tools on top of React Native that makes it much easier to get started with React Native and to create a new project. And if you have an Expo project, after that, if you need a bare React Native, you can easily eject from Expo. That's why I highly recommend everyone to start with Expo, their projects, and whenever they need the native code of React Native, then they can switch to React Native. We're gonna use TypeScript today, which is JavaScript with types. Probably everyone knows. For the backend, we're gonna use AWS Amplify with Cognito for authentication and for users. And also AWS AppSync with GraphQL for our API, which will be a GraphQL API. Yeah, so I highly recommend, guys, you follow along and try to build it with us, because we're gonna start from scratch. We're gonna show you where you can find information if you're stuck. We're gonna show you all the steps, like what you need to install, what you need to, everything, like from beginning to end. And that's a great opportunity for you to experiment and gain more experience with React Native. And also to add a new project to your portfolio, because that's gonna help you get a new job or whatever plans you have in future. So let me just check why Lucas screen.
Is stuck.
Yep. Yeah, right now is better. Okay, I don't have to close it. I understood my problem. So 1 second and we are starting. Okay, here we are. So let's see what's the plan for today's live stream. And here is the plan summary. We're gonna start with setting up a project in Expo. Then we're gonna set up the bottom navigation that you see here on the screen with red. Here we'll have different tabs for home, for search page, notification and messages. Then we're gonna set up the home header with a profile image with the Twitter logo and another icon here. Yeah, if you have experience with React or React Native, you already know that in React we split everything into components, into smaller components that are used in the application. So that's why whenever we start a new project, we think about everything in components, and that will help us understand like what we will need to develop yeah, during the project. Yeah, so what components here we can see? We can definitely see a tweet component, which will display a single tweet from a user. It will display the user profile picture, name, handle, time, content and the footer with all the buttons like for likes, retweets, and comments and so on. Using this tweet component, we're gonna create a bigger component which will be called feed component, and it will display a list of multiple tweets. Okay, after that we're gonna
New subscriber.
what?
New subscriber.
Yeah, thank you, Gabriel. Thanks a lot. So after that, we're gonna create a new post using, first of all, we'll create this floating button that will display on top of the feed. And whenever we press it, we will open a new page for writing a new post. Okay, let's get started. And the first thing is setting up a project. We already did that. Let me just remind where you can find everything. You go to expo.io and you press on get started, and here you see all the steps that you need to take. First of all, you need to install Expo CLI globally to have access to the Expo CLI. Then you're gonna write Expo init and the name of a project. After that, it will ask you to choose one template, and we chose the template with tabs in TypeScript. So let's have a look at what it generated. Here is the project. This is the bare minimum project that Expo CLI generated for us, and it's a good getting started for us because everything is set up, the structure is set up, and we just have to start developing our screens and components. So yeah, let's run yarn start to start the development server, and this will start a web page from where we can run and see the logs of our app, run it on a device, on emulator, and so on. For us, let's try to run it on iOS simulator. It will try to open a simulator. Can take some time.
Actually, it was.
Yeah, it's already starting.
Yeah.
So let me put it.
It was
somewhere.
a long time ago that I used Expo. Actually, I think almost a year and a half.
Yeah, we used it in one client project, and it was actually a success because it's so much easier. You don't have to actually test it on Android and iOS because most of the things will look the same. Yeah, that's also true for React Native, but there are some things that are more specific to each platform. And for every project that doesn't require a lot of native code, for example, I don't know, like access to camera, like, or some complicated stuff like that, I suggest using Expo.
Yeah.
So yeah, our JavaScript is already building. Someone is asking how lost will I be watching this with only knowing basic JavaScript and no React. It's definitely gonna be interesting for you. You're not gonna be lost in my opinion because we're gonna try to explain everything for beginners, for you to understand, for everyone to understand. Yeah, there are definitely some concepts that we don't have time to explain in depth because we are limited by time. But you can easily follow along with what we are doing, and you can even try it yourself. I think this is the best way to learn a new framework, a new programming language, a new technology, and that's how I learned everything. Because you start with these tutorials and you get bored, like you don't see anything like that you can build right away. So I think I always we're starting like doing some projects, some pet projects with that technology, and that's how I always learn a new thing. So yeah, try to follow along after this stream and create it yourself. And I'm pretty sure that you'll grasp the idea of React and React Native. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree.
So yeah, here the application is already running. We can see that it has two tabs, tab 1 with a header and tab 2. Yep, it's running on our simulator. You can also run it on your device by just downloading the Expo application and then scanning with it this QR code. And I can also make it so you can run it on your device, but maybe a bit later when we will have something here. So what is our next steps? Because if we go here, we set up the project. The next step is the bottom navigation, and specifically the tab navigator here. So the tab navigator has 4 tabs in Twitter: home, search, notifications, and messages. And that's what we're gonna do. However, one thing that I want to do before getting into that is changing this accent color, because it kind of looks like Twitter's accent color, but it's not exactly it. So I'm perfectionist. Yeah, I can't speak. So let's go to the constants, colors, and for the tint color, yeah, for this one, tint color, I'm gonna have it here for D9 FEC.
Did your homework?
Yeah, I did my homework. Yeah, this one. So if
Yeah.
we refresh, it changed. This is the Twitter's color. Maybe you don't see any differences, but for my OCD. So let's go to our navigation folder. And here we see bottom tab navigator. We open this file. And yeah, here we see our bottom tab navigator, which has 2 screens, tab 1 and tab 2. And each separate screen is defined lower here, which is another stack which contains 1 screen. So basically, this is best practice to have the tabs to contain a stack navigator in them, because that's how we have this title inside the tab navigator. This is the title, as you see here. So what do we have to do? Yeah, first of all, let's say not tab 1 but home, because that's the home screen. Component, let's leave it tab 1 navigator at the moment, then we can adjust it. For the tab icon, I already have the names of icons that we will need, but for you, if you need to find a new icon, you can go to, let me show you where you can go. So it's called vector icons directory, and the first page here. And on this page you can find all the vector icons, the name of their type and the name of their like icon. It will load shortly. And there are a lot of icons for probably every need, unless you need like some very specific icons. But for most of the time, like, you will find here icons. So yeah, here you can see all the icons. There are hundreds or thousands. Yeah, we're not gonna spend time finding them because I already did. So for the home, it's called MD home. Let's save. and we can see that the home icon is already displayed. Okay, we can see in Twitter design that there is no label underneath the icon. So how can we accomplish that? Is using a option in the options object for this tab navigator, and it's called show display label.
Show, yeah.
No, show label, yeah. Show label. And we say false. If we save, we see that there is no label already here. The next thing that we see is a red thing here, and it says that there is no type home for the tab navigator, and we define these types for the navigator in types, bottom tab param list. Yeah, here we see tab 1, tab 2, and we're gonna change it to home, search, notifications, and messages. Now this this arrow disappeared because there is already such a type, and we can say that the initial route of this navigator will be home. Okay, the second one is search. For the component we can leave tab 2 navigator, we will change it later, and for the icon name it's gonna be iOS search. Then let's add 2 more tabs. One is gonna be notifications, and another one messages. For notification icon it's gonna be iOS notifications outline, and for the messages it's gonna be iOS email. Fail prop type name of value iOS email, not email but mail. Yeah, now it's better. So here are all the tabs for all the pages of Twitter. I think we are pretty close to what they have here. Yeah, the icons are not exactly the same, but you get the idea. So that's it. That's how you set up the tab navigator with different icons the same way as Twitter does.
Very clean and easy.
Yep. Okay, so let's have a look. We completed the tab navigator. The next step is the home header. The header of a page that will display the current user profile picture, the Twitter logo, and this icon. So let's go ahead and start implementing this. It's gonna be also in this bottom tab navigator, and if we go at the tab 1 navigator, let's rename it to home navigator, because we renamed the name of a screen, home screen, and then let's do some changes here. We need to rename the navigator here, because we changed the name, and say home navigator. What else? Is tab 1 screen. Okay, the same thing in types, tab 1 param list, That's gonna be home navigator param list, and it's gonna have a home screen. That's not very important to define because it will still work, but that's good to define these types in order for TypeScript to be able to check the types and say if there are any errors. So there is one more. Yeah, here will be home navigator home, this one. And we need to send this type to the create stack navigator, and it will know like what screens it can contain. Let's try to save and go to home, and now we see that the header is home that we changed here. Okay, what's the first thing that we need to do is let's try to add the Twitter icon in the middle. So for that, in this tab screen, we can send different options to customize the tab, the header. So the option that we need is header title.
It's just header title.
Yeah, it's just header title, but I don't know why it doesn't autocomplete for me. Header title, yeah, like this, and it's a function that will return a component. In our case, this component will be icon. We that also from vector icons, and we're gonna import it from yeah, the same thing as we did for the bottom icons. We're gonna use the Ionicons, and the name of icon is I think it's logo Twitter. Yeah, I think we need to delete this one because yeah, header title is here, it displays well. The only thing is that we need to send the yeah, the color of it. To send a color to the icon, we send a property named color, and we're gonna use color from our constants file, which will be colors light and tint color. Tint, yep, it's already blue. Yeah, that's it for the header title. The next thing is the right icon, and we do it as well, sending an option which is header right, header right, just header right. Yep.
Yeah.
It's as well a arrow function that returns an icon. The icon, I found it from someone commented, but I don't know where.
Not on the stream.
Yeah, so this icon I found from material community icons. So if you find it in another group, we need to import it from a different to do a different import, and from material community icons, this one. And let's use it. The name is gonna be 4-star, no, 4-star.
I'm really interested what that icon does in real Twitter. Where it goes.
Yeah. Let's guess.
Probably some kind of discovery page.
Size 30, colors as well, colors.light.tint, and that's it. Let's save. Yeah, we see it here. However, it displays too close to the margin, and in order to adjust that, we're gonna send I think it's header left container style, but we need header right container style. You can find all these options in the documentation of React Navigation on their website. And here we need margin right. I don't know, 15. Yeah, it's already displayed well. Maybe more.
I think even less, maybe. No, I thought like 10, but
Let's
no,
go
maybe
with
they
10.
have a lot there.
Okay, let's go with 10.
Not a lot of difference.
All right. So, yeah, give me just 1 second. I'm gonna do something interesting.
Let's see.
I want to paste in the URL of this stream to the previous one because we had some technical problems, and let me see.
Yeah, and also Austin, if you're still watching, I see you said I appreciate the responses. So you can always ask questions if you have, at least on the live stream. Also, you can comment on the video, and I'm pretty sure
Live
Vadim will
streaming
reply
isn't
very
available
fast to
right
your
now.
questions.
What?
As well. So
yeah, definitely. If you are stuck, write in the comments, and I'll try to help you guys.
So that's like a free online teacher. You should take the opportunity.
Take the opportunity until as long as we are small, because now it's time to we're gonna help everyone. We're gonna manage to help everyone. Yeah. So yeah, that's done. What's the next step? The next step would be to display the user profile pictures here. And for that, I'm gonna create a new component because why, Lucas? Because it's gonna be reused
in a lot of places.
In a lot of places, yeah. And on this page, we already see that it's gonna be used like in 2 places. So whenever we have this, we don't copy paste code. We create components and we reuse them. So for components, I prefer to have a separate directory for each component. Let's call it profile picture. Here we will create an index file. Let's import React from React as usual. We're gonna have prop types using TypeScript. Profile picture props. And what props we will have for the profile pictures. So first of all, we're gonna have the image URI itself, image, which will be a string. And we're gonna have size, because we saw that the size of the profile picture is different where we are using it, and the size will be optional because we can have like a default value for it, and it's gonna be a number. So let's declare our component. So Lucas, is this prop validation different from JavaScript? Because in our project we are using vanilla JavaScript.
Yeah, this one is, I think, quite a bit better.
I think it's easier. It's less code.
Yeah, definitely less code
Than using prop types. And here we
definitely.
say that we will take the image and size, and here we will default the size to, let's say, 50 now, but we'll see later what we need. And we say that the type of the props is profile picture props. We are returning image. Come on. And we should import this image from React Native. And for the image, we need to send a source with a URI if it's a not a local image. And we're gonna send image. We will also send a style component. We're gonna do it in line because it's quite a small component. So for the width, we're gonna use size. For the height, we're gonna use size. And for the border radius, to make it round, we're gonna use size as well. So let's do some, yep, to be more readable. And the last thing that
closing tag should be from a new line as well.
yeah,
Like that.
And the last thing we need to do is to export profile picture. Export default. Now in our bottom tab navigator, first of all, let's import it. We're gonna import it here. Import profile picture from components. No, components. Profile picture. And we're gonna use it in our header left component for our home header. Yeah, profile picture, and we need to send here a image. Let's take some image that we used for Instagram clone. Let's see if we have anything. Yep, here it is. Which one? Do you want your picture?
Do yours.
Nah. So, what does it complain? Because here we need, yeah, these braces, not curly braces. Saving, and nothing happens. Nothing happens.
We need to pass our sizes yeah.
Sizes default has a default value, but let's try 100. Doesn't work. Doesn't work.
Did you call it image there as well? The
Yep.
prop.
Yeah. Let's try a different image. Maybe this one is not loading. And yep. Yep, this one loads. I don't know why that one is not loading. Oh, maybe, yeah, that I was just copying from Facebook, and maybe that link already expired, you know. So yeah, let's go with this image now, and then we can later change it. Okay, we have our profile picture. It looks, I think, good with the size 50, or maybe we need to.
I think it should be a bit lower now.
Yeah, I think size. I don't know, 45, 40. Yeah, 40. I think it's good.
Yeah.
And we need to add as well here to the left some margin, and we're gonna do it the same way as previously. Header left, container style, margin left 10 pixels. Let's save, and yeah, it displays perfectly. So let's have a look here. I think it's pretty good, or maybe more space.
I think on the bottom, it needs probably more space on the left as well.
Let's go with 15 and 15. Yeah,
That one
probably like
actually is
this.
better.
Okay, that's good. We set up our home header, and we can move forward. The next one is our tweet component. Yeah, here we're getting into more interesting stuff. So, as I told you previously, in React, everything is components, which are built of smaller components. So now we're gonna build the tweet component, which is this red box. But in order to split up the code and to make it more manageable, we're gonna split it into multiple smaller components. So the green one on the left is gonna be like the left, like the left container, and here is the main container, the green one. And the left container has like 3 lines. The first one contains the name with the handle, then the content, and after that the footer with all the buttons. So yeah, let's get started with them, and we'll see how it works. But before that, let's quickly in the screens rename it from tab 1 screen to home screen. Yep, home screen. And let's open it and see. Yeah, let's go to the bottom tab Navigator because I think it didn't import well. So here, home screen from screens in the home screen file. Yeah, now it works. That's better. So for the components, let's create a new folder for the tweet component. Here is a new directory, and we're gonna call it tweet. And the tweet will have an index file where we will import again like React from React. We're gonna have export type tweet props. We're gonna define the props a bit later. And here let's define the component const tweet export default tweet. So what we're gonna have here in the tweet, probably a view.
So that's basically a default template for all of the screens, components, and etc.
Yeah.
Basically import React, then create a const of, let's say, your name, you name the tweet, and then export it. Also tweet props.
Yeah, that's the boilerplate, and that's the minimum that we need. And here let's add some comments. So the first thing that we will have here is gonna be the left, like left bar or left. How is it called, Lucas? Give it a name. For the
well,
image.
naming it, I hate
container.
that.
Let's go with left container.
Yeah.
and another one which will be the main container. And where are we getting this? We will create them here. We will create them in the tweet file component as subcomponents. So left container, then another directory for the main container, and here index file. Let's copy the default from here, change only the left container. So the left container will contain only the profile picture, profile image picture, and we will come back and work on it a bit later. Let's also copy paste the index file into the main container.
What you could probably do to structure it even more in tweet, have like components directory which will hold left container, main container.
Yeah, we could do that as well, but until there are not a lot of nested components, I think it's good this way. So here will be the main container, same as here, main container. So what our main container will have, which will be this this green box, it will have 3 lines. The first one, the username, let's say like username,
or header,
then the content, and then the tweet footer, something like that. Okay, and now in the index of our tweet, we can already uncomment this. This the
components.
Too. Yeah. And let's import them from import left container from left container, and main container from main container. Perfect. Almost perfect. Before starting working on that, let's go into our home screen. Now let's delete everything from here, and let's include the tweet component. Import tweet from components at tweet, and we can import it here.
Probably you can clean up those styles a bit as well.
Yeah, maybe like this. Okay, nothing is rendered, but in the tweet index we can let's do it in the, I don't know, main container. Let's display some text here so we can be sure that everything is working. Hello world. Can't find variable text because we didn't import. We imported from React Native. Yeah, it's here, hello world. I'm not sure if the styles from home screen will if they will not mess up our thing, but we'll see.
To display in the middle our tweet container. So probably you can delete the line items center and justify content.
But yeah,
and then we can define our styles later as we need them.
We'll see if that's gonna be a problem, to be honest. I need some water because my throat is hurting. So let's start. Yeah, let's now start probably defining the data for this tweet that is gonna be displayed. So where can we define this data? Let's create a separate directory for this, because right now we will hard code all the data, but later on we will receive this data from the backend. So from the data, let's see folder tweets dot ts, and here we're gonna have like a const tweets, which will be an array of tweets. Export default tweets. So here is the data for one tweet. Let's think what the tweet will have. It will definitely have an ID, which will be a string. Usually the IDs are string in the Amplify. Someone is asking no CSS module. No, we're going with plain like style sheets from React Native. I think it's faster for this purpose. Yeah. It will have
a user.
For that, let's just look here. So what it will have, a user, which the user has profile picture, name, the handle, which is like a username, and yeah, probably that's it. So for that, we'll define a nested object user. It will also have like an ID. Let's do like u1 and here tweet1. It will have username, which will be this one. Follow it on Twitter, don't forget. It will have a name, and it will have a profile pic, a image, right?
Yeah.
And for the image, let's, I don't know, quickly take it from somewhere, because I lost that link of the image. Come on. Let's see if it will work with this one. Okay, that's it for our user. Then the tweet, what else it will have? It will have let's go here and see. It will have a posted date, like when it was posted.
Yeah.
It will have a content and all the data for the footer. So for that, it will have like a created at, which will be a timestamp in ISO format. So it's the year 2020, month 08. What date is today? 27. T for the time. I don't know. Let's say 12. 0000 dot 000 for the milliseconds, and Z advent. The content, which will be lorem ipsum for now. Image is optional, but yeah, let's go with some image that we had for our Instagram clone. What else it will have? It will have number of comments, right?
Probably, I don't know. Do they display
Number
it somewhere
of
there?
comments? Yeah, they do. it will have, yeah, I forgot the semicolon here, number of retweets and number
Probably
of
likes.
likes.
Yeah.
Yep, 10. And I think that's it what it has. Okay, this is for our
Probably.
data. We'll probably not need it right now. Let's go to our home, and here we need to import the data. Import tweets from data tweets, and for the tweet is gonna be the tweets at position 0, so the first tweet from that array. Now let's go to our tweet here, tweet in the components, tweet index. From the props we receive a tweet. Let's define the type of it. Tweet is gonna be a tweet type. So for that we need to declare another type here. So the tweet will have ID, string,
User, and then
created
again.
at string will have content, string, image, string, comment, number of comments, and number. And it's probably gonna be optional because we can default it to 0. The image as well is gonna be optional. The number of retweets, optional number. And what else?
Number of likes.
Number of likes. This is gonna be number. That's it. Yep. But you know what? I'm gonna take this one because it's not related to this component. It's related to a general tweet type. And I'm gonna put it into the types here. So export type tweet type, because I also want to export type user type. And this user will have as well ID, which will be a string, name, string, username, yep, username, and also image, string. The image might be optional. Yep. And because in the tweet type, we need to say that it's posted by a user. So user type. User type. Okay, now in our tweet index, we need to import this type. Import from types, tweet type, like this. Okay, a lot of like boilerplate, but yeah, that's it for the beginning. Like now it validates and it sees that the types are correct, because I'm not sure if it will work right now, but let's go into our data and say that, for example, the tweet doesn't have an ID. And if we go here, we see that TypeScript already defines that property ID is missing on the type. So that's that's a safer way to code, because in JavaScript you don't have this these error messages. Okay, so we give it a tweet in the tweet index. For the left container,
you only need a user
only
there.
the user,
Actually,
yeah.
only an image.
Yeah, but let's send the user to be
Yeah.
sure. Like maybe we need the ID there or something like that. Tweet.user. So for the left container, we go to components, tweet, left container. Let's close others. We go to the left container index and we say that the props will be user, which will be a type of user type imported from the types file. User type from types, right? User type. We can destructure it right away here, user, and we can, but no, it's okay. Only user.
Trailing comma after user type. Should
Here,
be.
yep.
Yeah.
And let's import the profile picture component that we created earlier to display it in the left component. Profile picture from 1 second. Yeah, profile picture from here. Yep. Let's uncomment it here, and it says that it needs a image prop. We will give it a image from user.image, like this. String undefined is not a okay. It says that profile picture. If we go to profile picture, we see that the image is mandatory. Let's create it here optional as well, and we'll decide what to do if we don't receive any images. Okay, we see that it displays the image. Now, what's next, Lucas? I think in the left component, that's everything we need, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I would suggest to go into the right component and display all the data without any styles, and see that it displays, and after that we can go and style and position everything where it's supposed to be.
Definitely agree.
So let's go. Our left oh, I think it needs to be bigger. Profile pictures, let's give it a size of 75. Maybe.
Yeah, that's around that.
Yeah.
Well, you can always increase it later.
Yep. So left container is ready. We can come back and style it if we need later. Profile pictures, we don't need it. So in the main container, let's send the tweet as well as we receive it, because we will need both user and all the data for the tweet in our main component. So let's send just tweet. Now let's go into our main container index, and here we say that we will receive a tweet, which is a tweet type. Yeah, we see that it automatically imported the tweet type from the types file, and let's destructure it here right away. Tweet. Yeah, this autocomplete sometimes messes up. Okay, in our tweet component, the first thing is to display the name, handle. That's what we are gonna display. But this is, as we see, another view. We can split it into a different container, but let's start it in the same component as a separate view, and we will style it a bit later. and it will contain a text for the tweet.user.name, another text for tweet.user.username. Why it autocompletes this way? And another text for the tweet dot the time. It's posted at, but we will need
I think it's
yeah,
you named it differently.
created at here.
Yeah.
But we will need some processing in order to display it properly. Right now it's okay, we are just displaying it. Okay, the next thing is we display the content in a separate view. Tweet.content with all the text that the tweet contains. Inside it we display the image if it exists. This tweet doesn't have an image, but yeah, here we go, image, source, and we need to send URI tweet.image. But because the image is optional, let's do a conditional display of it, saying that if the tweet image is not null, basically if it exists, then display it. We didn't import the image here. Yeah. So that's basically mean like if tweet.image is true, a true full value, then display this image. If not, like go further. Yeah, then the bottom thing will be our footer, but we can go come
Yeah.
back and display the footer a bit later. I think it's
I
time.
thought you
What?
I thought you'll leave Hello World still.
Yeah, until the end.
Yeah.
So let's start to arrange them a bit with styles.
Yep.
Yeah, the first thing that I want to go is to the tweet component here, and make them the left container and main container display side by side, because right now they're displayed one on top of each other. So Lucas, how can we accomplish that?
With flex direction in style. Yeah. First of all, create styles.
Then const styles equal to style sheet create, and we need to import it, right? From React Native style. Come on, help me. Autocomplete, help me. What did I like this? Yeah, style sheet create. And here we're gonna have styles for the container. And what we need to do? Flex direction.
Yeah. No, it's
yeah, it's with capital. Flex direction
row.
row.
Because yeah, that's how you right now they're displayed in column.
The
So
default value is column, yeah, and we need to change flex direction to row. Will we need anything else? We'll see.
Well, we'll see.
And in the tweet.index, let's import styles from .styles, not SSS.
Did you exported them? I didn't notice.
I didn't. That's why we do pair programming. styles, and then I would stay like half an hour like why the styles are not applied. So for the view we say styles equal to styles.container. We save and we see that we added an extra. All right,
Voila.
they're displayed correctly. Now the only thing is that we need to display them full width. I think we just need to say flex one.
No, right
No,
now
width.
it's like that because you have in the main feed justify content center. So it will always keep the whole text like centered.
But we need to
So
set
you,
to the tweet container the width 100%, nonetheless,
yeah,
because
yeah,
it should be like the full
of
width
course.
of the screen, right?
Yeah, but it will like it would either way be like that if you said delete the justify content from there.
Yeah,
So
but
in
for example, if we need
but you can.
to display the icon on the right, we need it to be like full width, like the container.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, um, what else? We need to add some paddings, margins for the tweet
Yeah, that would
container.
be good.
Yeah, let's add some margins. 10 is gonna be enough. Too little. Why it didn't work? Oh, okay. We're gonna add padding because our width is 100%. 10 is enough. 15.
Yeah, maybe 15
Yeah.
at least, maybe even 20, but 15
I
is
think
good
it's
probably.
good. I think it's good. Okay, so anything else that Twitter has that I don't have in this screen? Let me just check. For the Twitter component. Um, I think it has like the separation between tweets. It has like a line, so we can accomplish that using borders. And let's try to add a border bottom. 1 pixel solid. Will it work? No.
It should be yeah, just
Border
delete
bottom
boredom, yeah,
width
and don't make it
1,
solid, just one. Yeah.
and border color will be like a gray.
Maybe you can make it 0.5 the width.
Can
It's
you do that?
very, yeah.
Really? Oh,
Yeah, right now it's better. No, it's still,
okay, 0.5. Yeah, I think that's better. I didn't know about that. I thought that you need to provide like whole numbers. That's good. You live, you learn. Now
yeah.
it has like a border on the bottom, and it will have a separation between like two tweets. So that's it with the styles of the tweet component, probably for now, or
We'll
no.
see. Well, we probably will still have to come back here, but
Uh, Maybe here we need to make some space between the left container and main container, or better to add padding in the main container.
I think that here it would be better because then you can style it. For example, profile picture. If you add it there, the margins, then it's not that reusable. Let's say. I think it would make more sense to style it
But
here.
no,
To
not in
put
profile pictures, like in left container, maybe. But yeah, let's no, first
yeah.
of all, let's go to our main container index, and here let's create our styles file, styles.ts. Again, import style sheet from React Native. Const styles equal to style sheet create, export default styles. So we're gonna need styles for this view, for this blue one on top that displays the name, handle, and yeah, the date. And also Vicon, I forgot about Vicon, we'll add it a bit later.
Yeah.
So with header container, let's call it like this. And the first thing that we need to do is to display it in as well in raw. So
Yeah.
flex direction. The default is column, but we need raw. Oh,
With O.
not raw. And in the main container index, let's import the styles. Import styles from styles, not CSS.
Actually, now that I think, yeah, it makes more sense to probably add styles here and those margins.
Yeah, we'll see. So, and for this view that contains the name user on created ad, we will send styles dot with header container. Now they're displayed in line. For created ad, I will display here at some text because we're gonna come back and install and use moment. So let's say, I don't know, how does it say, like 15s, like 15 seconds, like this. Yeah, right now we're gonna need styles for all the text. So
So yeah,
styles
you can
dot
either add those margins or you can have justify content space between, and then yeah, but probably here it makes more sense to add like just a
it's either
little
like putting them
margin.
into a view here, but yeah, I think it needs margins. And also, like, we need to manage the color, the width of them, so we will need them. So styles name, then for this one user name, and for this one styles dot created at. So let's now go into our styles and define the name for the styles for the name, for the user name.
Yeah, but
Not to
for the
crash.
people watching, so for example, if you need the equal spaces between some views or text, with Flexbox, it's very easy to achieve it, like just using with justify content and space between. So it will make the spaces between the text or views equal. And as well, you can do that in a row or columns.
Yeah, but we're gonna use horizontal margin here, 5 pixels maybe. And let's add it for all of them. Now we can see that there is space between them. So for the name, we need to display it bold. Lucas, do you know how it's done?
Font weight and then
Font
bold.
weight bold.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's displayed, and this is black. The handle is displayed as gray. So for the username, let's say color, I don't know, gray. Will it be? Yep, I think it's good. And
We need to add at.
yeah, that's what I was watching, and something is missing here. So let's add here at. Yep, like that. And the same thing for the time here, styles gray. Yep, here. I think that's good enough. What do you say?
Yep, that looks good.
Okay, the next thing that we need to display here would be the icon, this icon. So I found it somewhere. Let me just find where it was. Ionicons. Let's import Ionicons. From vector icons, Expo vector icons, and use it here. And the name of it is, I'm not gonna try to pronounce it.
Chevron down.
Chevron. Save it, and I mistyped it. Why did I mistype it?
I don't know the name. Maybe it's not from.
Maybe it's not from this one.
The import is interesting. Check how did you imported this Ionics in navigation.
No, the
I think
import
it's
is the
not.
same. No, it's from
Think so?
this one. Yeah. Let's just go into Google Chrome and see Chevron down, and it's in Ionicons. It's here, but maybe Expo vector icons. Maybe it's not here. Let's filter. Only Ionicons and no, it's not there. Yeah, let's from Entypo. Let's import it from Entypo. And because yeah, it's probably not in that library. Yeah, it's there, and give it a bigger size. 24. Too much? Yeah, definitely too much. 18. Even 16 probably is gonna be enough.
And probably gray. It should be like seconds then. Yeah.
Color equal to gray, like this, right? Yeah, and it should be on the right side.
Yep.
How do we do that?
So it's either
More
flex
icon.
end or yeah.
Self align, align self,
Yeah, there are like
and
probably try this one flex end. Yeah. No, with the yeah. But yeah, I'm not sure. So it can also can be justify content flex end.
justify content.
Yeah, but then you need to make it on the view.
Yeah, the easiest way we can do is to create it like two views here.
Yeah.
Put the names into this view and into a tweet header. Yeah, styles tweet header names. For the tweet header names, we also display them into a row. But for the tweet header container, let's save and see. For the tweet header container, we also specify justify content space between, and it will add space between these two views, like the first view and the icon. Hopefully it will work. Why it doesn't? Maybe it's
Create put that in a view as well.
Do you think so?
And typo icon.
I don't think so. I think that the width is not 100% here. Let's display the background color and see. Yeah, you see? So the width, if we set to 100%, Yeah, and now maybe not 100%. Maybe here we need to say flex
Flex
1,
one.
flex 1, and what the hell is happening? Why?
Okay, this one.
Can it be because of these
G-
margins?
no, no.
Tweet.
Go to your main container and
Uh,
add to
where? Main container here?
yeah.
This is flex 1, more icon, tweet header.
What does more icon have?
If we add flex
Nothing.
1 here and for the
Yeah,
more
yeah.
icon.
Delete flex end because
Oh,
it aligns it on the bottom.
yep. So we don't
You
need
can delete
any
probably this. No.
styles here. Delete the background red color. I'm not sure why
And
it's
make
so
the.
high. Interesting.
Think it's the same, no?
No, like the height of it, like look. Of a whole tweet header container.
Oh, because you made it flex one, so it takes. Yeah.
Wait, but why it's not at the...
Delete. Yeah, because you're making a header container. So that's the header container has more. But if you make it tweet header name flex one, then it will be make it on here.
I don't think so. No. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, this one is.
Um,
Still go to your main container as we thought, and yeah, these styles shouldn't be here. And now try adding this in a view right now
this one?
because it doesn't have the container. Yeah, and now you have their flex data justify content, right?
Yeah, on header container we have justify content.
But this is not 100%. Can you, for example, make the background of red of the view itself, the above view,
The above view.
parent? Yeah. Is
Um,
it 100%?
oh yeah, maybe this one is not one. Yeah. Background color blue. Yeah. So that's I don't know, like styles container. Um, styles. Let's add container here, and this one we should say it's flex 1, right?
Yeah.
Or with 100.
Try flex one.
And
With
background
100.
color blue. Let's set here. Yeah. Yep. And
But now the
now,
width is going, it's too big.
yeah, that's what she said. Yeah.
But now it's
Yeah.
perfect.
Now it's perfect because here is the margins from
Yeah.
the tweet component. Yeah. Now we can. Yeah, everything is working. And I think we don't need
So
the
you
view
can
here
delete that view. Yeah.
because it will also work. Okay, it's good. Now let's do a 3 minutes break. I'm gonna go to you know where and come back. So
Yep.
yeah, see you in 3 minutes, guys. Don't
See
go
you.
away. Let's put here something. Hey, I'm back. Let's wait a bit, Lucas, to see where he went, and then we can continue working. Yeah. Lucas, come back, we need you. Lucas.
And I'm back as well.
You're also back. I forgot my
Yeah.
headset. Can you turn on your... Oh, it's not these headsets.
Yeah. I'm making
Can you turn
myself
on
comfortable.
your camera?
Yeah, wait, I'm making myself comfortable.
Okay. So, let's see where we are at. So we displayed the header, we displayed the content, but I would like to move the paddings from the tweet header container to the container itself, because it will need to have also the content, some padding, some margins.
Yeah.
So
Makes sense.
margin 5. And for that means that the name will only have like margin right to be from the same line. Let's give it like 10, and only margin horizontal probably, because we don't need vertical margin. Is it good? I would give margin right to all of them here. Yeah, I think this is better. We are here, right? Okay, so for the content, let's grab some bigger text to be able to see and to work with. So whenever we need some text, we go to lorem ipsum, and we copy some text from here. Come on, come on. Oh, come on.
Almost
Boy,
working.
why? And let's go to our data, and yeah, here, let's paste it. Okay, now it looks better.
Now it's better.
So for the let's give the content some styles. Style content, and define it here. So what do we see that we need? Bigger font size, or is it the same
I
as the
think
name?
it's the same, but I think it's bigger overall. Like even your name is pretty small, I think. Maybe it's only an emulator.
Maybe, yeah, because maybe like if you look at this way.
Oh yeah. That looks bigger.
You should know how how to present it.
What said that? Yeah, exactly.
So I think it's only like more like the line
Oh,
height. It's more space between lines.
oh yeah, definitely for sure. And also, I
Line
think there should be more
height
margin top.
2, 20, 18 without it. Yeah, there is a difference. 20.
Mm, yeah, maybe a little bit smaller. It looks strange with 20. 19.
Perfect.
Yeah, perfect. But
uh,
19, it doesn't look good for front-end developer.
yeah, for anyone, 19 doesn't look good. Let's go with 18, bro. The software engineers trying to find the perfect pixel size, especially one backend developer. I don't think there needs any more spacing because if we look at closer, I think it's quite good.
You don't think it needs more height, margin top? I mean,
No,
I think it's very close.
let's give it margin top 5 like this.
Yeah, that's already like you see that. Okay.
Oh, this is the name and this is content. Okay, let's go for
Yeah.
it. Yeah, guys, if you can manage to do better styles than us, please do a screenshot and tag us on Instagram saying that we are losers. We're not gonna be offended. I'm gonna reshare it. So, okay, the content is good. Everything till here is good. The last thing is the container with likes and the footer. You know what? I would like to create a separate container for that. Separate component here.
Yep. Probably that
Let's
makes sense.
say footer, and here let's create a index.tsx. I will copy paste everything from here and delete only what we don't need. For example, this one we will need the styles. And in the footer we're gonna need icons, so I will leave them there. We're gonna need text and we will not need image. Tweet types, yeah, we're gonna need it from there. And in styles, let's import the style sheet as usual from React Native and create our styles. Style sheet create, first one container. Not sure what it will have, but we're gonna define it later. Export default styles. Okay, now it works. Text, hello. And what is missing is the import into the main container.
Probably change the names.
Import. Oh, I didn't change the names. Yeah, let's import it first of all, and then footer from footer, and include it here. We're gonna send the tweet there, and yeah, in footer, changing the names.
Actually, we should check how the image looks in a tweet as well, because I think right now it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, I
without
forgot.
any styles.
I forgot about the image indeed. So footer. You know what? Yeah, let's check how the image will look in a tweet. Do we display it with image? So let's check our data if it has a image. but I think it
Yeah,
does.
it does.
And it doesn't, oh, because it doesn't have height and width. So yeah, indeed. Let's go to our main container index. Give our image some style. And let's define the styles for the image. So what it needs, width 100%.
Yeah, probably.
And height, I don't know, let's try some like 300 pixels and we'll see how it looks, to see if, yeah, it displays. And cover, how is it called also? Forget, display mode or mode, resize mode, yeah. Cover, right? Or contain.
I'm wondering how does it look on actual Twitter application?
How it looks on Twitter application.
Can you? I think you had it. Scroll one. Oh no, it's only text.
I'm not sure if I have an image here on my screen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have.
Yeah, it's rounded corners.
Rounded corners. Um,
And it's more like wider rather than,
I'm
it's
not
not a
sure if,
square as we
yeah,
have.
it's definitely cover. And I don't know, 200 pixels.
Yeah, I think that one looks really nice.
And to make the corner round, what do we do?
Border radius.
15 will be enough. I think so.
Yeah, and also on iOS, this won't be enough, so you need to do overflow hidden as well in order to make it work on iOS.
What's the
It won't
problem there?
change. I don't know what's the problem there, but it just border radius just is not enough.
Okay, good to know. But this is Expo, so it worked. This is iOS.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I
So
don't
maybe
know.
on Expo it works, but no, I remember changing this on Expo as well.
So we need also some vertical margins
Yeah.
to to make more room between the content and the image. 10 will be enough. I think so.
How does it look there on
Where?
your image? Yeah, probably more or less.
Yeah, I think it's good. So, so, but can we do height auto? No. There is a separate component like for auto height images, but let's not get into it right now. So, what's next? For our
Next
footer.
is footer.
Yeah, we see that it included correctly. Hello. Then we will need to display all the icons. And we'll display them in views because it has like icon, a digit, icon, digit, icon, digit, and so on. So for the first one, do I have them prepared? I think I do. Yeah. The replies, we're gonna import them from this one. Either? That's how we
Yeah,
pronounce it?
there's feather.
Ever. Ever. Name. No. Come on. The name will be message circle. Size. We'll try 20. We'll see how it looks after that. And we need the gray color there.
Yep.
Like this. And text with style style dot number. I don't know. Oh, tweet dot number of
comments.
And find variable styles. And in styles, let's define the styles for the number. And let's only display the color gray. We'll see later. Okay, we'll define the styles for the to display them better a bit later. Right now, let's.
Here's what I found on the web.
No, thank you. I don't need your component.
Okay.
Yeah, let's display the next one for retweets, and I found it from Evel Icons. And its name is retweet. And number of retweets. Okay, the next one for us is likes. And I found it from Ant Design. And it's hard-o for outline, or just hard-o. I think it's hard-o. Number of likes. And the last one is the share without any text. Let's copy it, and I found it from also Evel Icons. Share Google, I think it's called. Google. Come on. Yeah, here are all the icons.
The
It's
sizes are.
the sizes are not consistent. Like.
Yeah, this is actually really annoying. In our project as well, I noticed that, if you remember.
Yeah.
It was a few weeks ago.
But let's work with what we have. For the views, we're gonna also have some styles called styles dot
Icon container, something like that.
Yeah, icon container. And let's paste it for all the views. Yep. Now let's go to our styles. Define this icon container style. So for the container, what do we need to display them in row? Lucas?
Flex direction.
Exactly. Are they in row?
It's not full width probably, so we need flex one as well.
To the container?
Yeah. And comma would be good as well.
Where are they?
How did you define them there?
Background color red. No, very good.
Can you show the footer index?
Here?
Yeah, are they all in that
siblings.
view?
Yeah, they're all siblings.
Yeah, let's see. Let's first. Okay, this one is really interesting.
And flex justify content space between. Yeah. Oh, now we're
okay
working.
And here we use that space between. It's
okay.
Probably container needs some, don't you think, some margins on right and left?
Might be.
Should we check?
Yeah. First of all, let's display also the icon container, which contains the icon and the number. Yeah. We need to display them in line. So as well, flex direction row, and that's it.
Yeah, maybe some space between them. No?
Yep.
For example, number can have.
I think here they look pretty okay.
Yeah.
So let's style them. The number, margin left, 5 pixels will be enough. The numbers, are they bigger than the, no, they're the same size as the text.
Are they in the middle though? I don't think so.
Vertically?
Oh no, they are.
They are? It's easy to
I
test it
think so. You can try to
like
text a
retweet.
line.
No, they're not in the middle, you see?
Yeah.
Um,
That's the size of an icon.
how do you do
Try
that?
to text a line. Text a line center.
Will it center vertically?
It should, but like,
I think it's
yeah.
here like
You
a
see,
line.
they are
No, look at that.
content.
Like I can make it bigger and you'll see like 60, 80. They're
But
like
do the, for example,
vertically not aligned.
do the on icon container, the leave it 60
Yeah,
and background color.
On icon container,
Yeah.
you want to see?
They are not indeed.
I think on the icon container we need to say align items or align content. How is it?
Yeah, there are both of them. Yeah, you have align items and align content.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah. Now it's perfect.
Now it's better. So let's work with these sizes separately. Like this one needs bigger, like 26 probably, even more. 30.
Even more.
No, I think 30.
Yeah, that's around.
And the share as
Too
well,
big?
like 28. Yeah, the share
A
is
bit too
good.
big. No?
I don't think
You
so.
think share is good? Okay.
And here as well, 28. Yeah, something like that, right?
Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. I think it actually looks almost the same. Only the share button has more space there, but
I think it's okay. We can
yeah.
do that, but it's gonna be like a little hack. It's the code will be much cleaner if we don't do spacing here.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay, that's everything we need for the tweet component.
Tweet? Think so. Let's see. But I don't see that dividing line as you said.
It's here.
Twitter had.
Here.
Yeah, like in their app.
Don't you see?
Oh, really? There is? No, I don't see it on my screen.
It's very, very thin, like.
Oh, no. Okay, right now I do see.
Yeah, it's there. So
maybe we should make it light gray as well, because our really like takes a lot of
that I can agree with you. In the tweet styles, border color light gray like this with T.
Well, not exactly, and gray.
Like this.
And I think you don't need a dash.
Light gray.
Yeah, like that. That's a lot better.
I agree. Yep. So what's next? Let's check our. You know what's still necessary to be done?
Yeah, momentum.
To
Moment,
install
not momentum.
and to display that date properly. So
Yep.
Moment is a little library that helps us display date in human readable way. It's called moment.js. Like not to in our database usually we store the date like as either timestamps or in a ISO format, like this one is ISO. So we will not want to display this in our application. We need to display it in human readable way. So there is this moment.js. Let's add it like yarn add moment. Yarn add moment. And let's check how to display it in a human readable way. Yeah, I think it's from now. Yeah, I think it's from now.
And also what I noticed that it has a little dot in the middle.
Oh, I saw that one, but I don't want to do it. Not
Yeah, it's
now.
probably
I think it's too little. Like, I think we're good
it's
without
not
it.
that necessary. You can
I think
add
you
an
can do with
icon of a dot.
icon and a very small size with icon with a dot. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's in the index. Created at here. So what we're gonna do? First of all, we're gonna import moment. Import moment from moment. Then we need to create a moment variable with the tweet dot created at and say from now. Something like this. I'm not sure if it will work, but we can try. Refreshing. Something is not good.
Yeah. Oh no, it's good.
3 hours ago. Perfect. I think it's really nice. Yeah.
It would be. Can you do not hours but only age? Check moment. I think you should be no.
From now, we should check the documentation of from now, like docs.
Thinking from now, you can specify.
Yeah, like what style. Oh, what I'm doing from. Time from now. Yeah, I think it's here. Mm. No, I'm not sure if it's possible. I mean, it might. Base strings.
Well, it's not that important. I just.
The breakdown of which string is displayed for each length of. Okay. Yeah, I think it's.
Probably can, but.
Yeah, you definitely can. Just check the. Yeah, the documentation. Yeah, format. I think here format. Yeah, we're not gonna do it now because it displays 3 hours ago, and I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
So that's everything for the tweet post. Yep.
Probably. Yeah.
Okay. Next one is the feed component, right? The feed component will be one component that will display a list of tweets. And we already develop our tweet component, and this feed component will be very simple. Let's go ahead and create it. Not a file, but a directory for feed. Then we will need an index. And here import React from React as usual. We will need a view, a flat list, and what else? Probably that's it from React Native. And here is our component. Let's also export default feed. We will, in this feed component, we will need data for it. So let's import tweets from data dot, no, it's not here. Probably it's data tweets. And what we need to do is to render a flat list. And the flat list needs these two required parameters, data and render item. Data is an array with all the data that we want to display in the flat list. And render item is a function that will be called for each item in this list that will define how we should display each item in our flat list. So for the data we will send the tweets, and for render item, can you guess what we will send? We will send a tweet component that we just developed from tweet. It's gonna be an arrow function, and here we will receive an item, and we will gonna render a tweet with tweet, which is an item.
Probably key extractor would be good to include as well.
This is the minimum things that we will need for the flat list to work. However, we will set also a property key extractor, and what it does, it will define how we should know the unique identifier of a specific item in this array, and it will call like a function for it, which will be item, and we're gonna return item.id because the ID is our unique identifier of each tweet. So let's go in our data. First of all, let's go in our data and create a bit more tweets. So it needs a unique ID tweet2. Then let's do one without image. Hey, yeah, let's do more tweets to be able to see T3. Hello world. And let's do one more. Probably it's gonna be enough. T4, right? Yep. And now we need in our home screen, instead of rendering a tweet, we need to render feed. So from the components.feed, we will import the feed, and we will display it here. And we don't need to send anything there because it knows where to take the tweets from. Let's save and hope for the best. Okay, that's interesting. So
to say the least.
What?
To say the least interesting.
Let's add it into a view and add some styles to it. Style. Will you allow me to add inline styles here? With
do a flex one maybe.
Flex one?
Yeah.
Flex one. Background color. We always start with background color red.
That's how you debug.
And I think we need a 100% width here. Yeah. And here we can see our list with tweets. That's crazy. It's
beautiful.
Pretty similar with what Twitter has. Yeah, I don't see any differences. Do you?
No, basic a week of development and you can have a Twitter completely clone.
You know what? I don't see any spacing between the footer
Yeah,
and the content. Why is that? Tweet.
because we only added margin top.
For the footer or for
Yeah, for
the
the content, and footer doesn't have anything at all, I think.
for the content we added margin top content margin. Let's do margin vertical.
Now that there will be more margin between photo and content, image, I mean.
Margin top.
Vertical.
And should we add it to the footer?
Yeah.
Footer styles container margin top, which will be
Probably 5,
5.
10, 5, something like that. I think 5 is good.
Yeah, I think it's good enough. So yeah, we see that it displays everything. Then we will be able to fetch this data from the backend and feed it to this flat list, and it will display an infinite scroll view where it will call like fetch more data when it goes to the end of the list, and that's how we will display like the whole feed with tweets. Right now it's horizontally scrollable, everything looks great. I think we are done with the tweet and the feed component. And the last thing that it requires from the front end side is the create new post page, because in the next video we're gonna connect it to the backend. So we need to develop the front end of it, so everything will be ready for implementing the backend and creating new tweets. And I think in the next video everyone will be able to join our Twitter and post their tweets. That will be so dope, right?
Yeah.
So the first thing, we need to develop this floating button. Let's close everything. And let's create a new component for it, which will be called new tweet button.
Yep.
Let's create the index, import React from React, const new tweet button, and export default new. What do we will need here? We will need a touchable opacity in order to be able to detect clicks, because whenever the user clicks, we need to open in a new page. So let's import from React Native touchable opacity, and let's return here our touchable opacity, and inside it we need to display an icon. And for this one, I think I didn't search for the icon, so you guys will help me. I don't think we will find exactly this icon, but at least we can try. So
now let's be original. Let's use something different.
Tweet, I don't know, pencil, something like this.
Do something like a feather, maybe.
Lucas, you're the god. This one from material icons, or
Let's
which
see
one?
how that one looks
Or
on
in
Twitter.
typo?
I think in typo looks. Oh, but no, theirs is more like the material icons for sure.
Yeah, material community icons, Fever. Okay, let's import material community community icons. It's clever. Size 30. Let's try. And color, it's gonna be white. Okay, for the touchable opacity, let's add some style. Let's create it. Might contain multiple styles. So styles dot style or styles?
Styles.
Yeah, indeed. I import. That was a test for you, Lucas.
Okay, so best. That's good.
Yeah. Styles. I just wanted to make sure that you're not sleeping.
Okay.
So export default styles, and here we're gonna have styles for the button. Background color will be colors dot light. Let's import it. We need the tint color, but we have it in our constants. Colors from constants. Is it here? Colors. I think it. No, it's here. Yeah. Dot light dot tint. Like this. And we can assign it here. Styles dot dot, and here button.
We should probably add it somewhere to see the how it looks like right now in the feed.
Oh, we didn't add anything there. Okay, on let's just add on press. Yeah,
Just console log.
on press. Let's define the function here. Yeah, console const on press. Let's console warn to see it in the application.
Yep.
Open new tweet. Okay, now let's add the new tweet button, and then we still need to style it, but to see it in our home screen. Do you think? I think it should be in the home screen, not in feed.
I didn't use Twitter. I'm not sure.
I mean, like logically.
Oh yeah,
Import,
I think so.
New tweet button, and let's add it here. New tweet button. Okay, it added it somewhere there. So what we need to do is first of all to display it, to set the position absolute, because it will always be on the screen. Absolute, like this.
Yep.
Are you sure about that? Then bottom, like 50 pixels from the bottom, 50 pixels from the right. Here.
Yeah, I think it's perfect position.
And border radius to this one. Border radius. Will it work on the touchable opacity? Or it's on the view? Oh, it's on a view. No. It might need to be on a view, but I'm not sure. Border radius.
Let's see. I'm not sure about this one either.
Like 50. Yeah, it
works.
works. It works. And we need some width and height. Width 50. 50. and how to center icon.
That's gonna be
Flag.
when
Maybe with flags like align content center.
there's so
Align
many like alignment
items. Yeah, center, and
So
vertically justify content
yeah,
center.
add the comma.
Yeah, it's there.
Perfect.
Should it
Front-end
be
developer.
almost? I'm actually proud because I centered a thing without any help. So
Yeah.
let's see. Should it be bigger? Maybe not. Maybe
Yeah,
not that much space
it's
from
on
the
the
right
bottom.
hand
Yeah,
button, like
I think on the
this.
bottom there should be less as well.
Maybe even
No, or
less.
maybe no, maybe no.
20. I think something like that.
And I think it should be bigger as well.
Bigger?
No.
Yeah, might be.
Well, but maybe it looks like that on the emulator only. I'm not sure.
Let's give it 60. I think it's perfect.
Yeah.
Did you work with shadows in React Native?
Well, a little bit, yeah, for the widgets, if you remember.
Book shadow.
But how I do it, I just go to React Native shadow generator on Google and pick how I like it, and then it generates.
Okay, not that important for now. So if we press on it, it console warns open new tweet. So we see it there. That's good. Another thing that we can send to the touchable opacity is color, something touchable opacity or active. Oh yeah, active opacity, which will be 0.8. Yeah, you see right now it's not that the opacity decreases. Yeah, when we press. However, without this it was too white, like look. So yeah, adding active opacity will display how much opacity it should have when the button is active. Okay, next step would be to create the page of a new tweet, and here we have it. Let's go and create it right now. That's gonna be a new screen. Let's just copy paste the home screen and call it new tweet screen. New tweet screen, and here, yeah, new tweet screen. Okay, what else? Okay, we will not need this one. So what do we have here? We have a view with the tweet button and the X icon. But first of all, let's display simple text. See that is displayed hello world. Add it to the navigation because the screen should be in the navigation, and it's gonna be in the I think it's gonna be in the index navigator, not in the bottom tab navigator, not even in the home navigator, but in the index, because in the root navigator. So let's add it here as a stack screen. Name new tweet component new tweet screen. Will it import it automatically? No, we didn't. The import statement. And then we should fix the types to include the new tweet. Here, new tweet. Yeah, now it works. And I also want to say that right now where we are working, right now that we are working, I would say that we should set the default screen to the new tweet screen to be able to see it always.
Yeah.
But no, we don't need it because we have like fast refresh, so we can navigate there and it will always refresh. So what do we need to do? In the new tweet screen, not in the button, components, new tweet button, we need the navigation, and we need here on press to navigate to our new tweet screen. And to use navigation, we will use a hook called use navigation, and we will import it from React Navigation Native from here. Let's add it here. Now we have access to the navigation object, and we can easily navigate here using navigation.navigate to the screen called new tweet.
Screen, no? Or
no, I think the name is called new
how
tweet.
did you name it? I don't remember.
Index here, yeah, new tweet. This name, we need this name.
Yeah.
And if we press hello world, it goes here.
Perfect. I think this tutorial was perfect. Like it touches every like basic navigation, flat list, displaying, using components.
Yeah, styling everything. Yeah. And it will also, in the next video, we will do how to connect everything to the backend. So I think that's...
Yeah, so that's the next step. So that's very, very nice.
Yeah. So, okay, new tweet button is done. Now we go to the new tweet screen. For it, we will need on top a view with X and tweet button. Let's do that. We will need come on, a view, view, X icon we will take from cross. We can take it from Untitled.
Maybe there is something like close, because this cross
close.
looks so evil like.
It looks thinner and design, I think, or evil icons. Yeah, let's
evil
take
icons or design.
Yeah. So let's import it. Import evil icons from here. Evil icons name. What is the name?
Close something, no?
Close. Oh no. Evil icons.
Close. Oh, I just closed.
Close. Size will be 30. Let's try 30 and see how it looks. And color will be colors dot. Let's import these colors from constant colors here. Light dot tint. Yeah, it's blue, the same way as here. I think we can take something from InDesign because this one is too thin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's try InDesign. Yeah, this one is much better.
Yeah, this one is better.
And then the next one is this button. So For the button, we will use the touchable opacity. Tiles.button. On press. New tweet, but no, on press. On post tweet. Or on submit, yeah, something like that. Let's declare this function here. For now, it will. I'm messing up some parentheses, right?
Yeah, because you don't have a closing tag for touchable opacity. Closing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this.
Yeah.
Style.button. Can't find variable touchable opacity because we didn't import from React Native. But yeah, we need some text inside it.
Mm-hmm.
And the text will be tweet. Yep. Tweet. Why doesn't like
Style, not styles.
style? Yeah.
Yeah.
So button. Background color. We need the tint color. For the text, okay, let's add the spacing here. Button text. For the button text, we need padding. I don't know, 10.
Yeah.
But we need padding different horizontal and different padding vertical, because horizontal will be probably 20 and vertical 10 only. Vertical 10, something like that. The color will be white. The font weight will be bold. What else? The border radius, but for the button, will be 10. No, more.
Yeah, more.
30. Yep.
Yeah, that looks.
I think that's good enough.
Yeah, the font is probably different and maybe it's bigger, but
it's bigger font. Font size, let's say 16. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Didn't I mess the color? Don't you think? I hope not.
Well, for me, it's hard to see, like.
Yeah, maybe.
But I don't think so.
Okay, so right now we need for this view some styles. Styles.header container. And why do we need header container?
To make it in a row.
How? I already forgot. For real.
Flex direction.
Flex direction row. And we need a comma here. Either in row. Then justify content, space between. And our container, who is not full width. Well, how do you think? This one is full width.
Header container is not.
Flex one. Oh boy. No. It's gonna be width 100%. Like this. And some horizontal padding horizontal. or not even horizontal, like padding, I don't know, 15.
Yeah, probably padding in overall.
Yeah. Okay, that's the first thing here. For the container, I think we need to save that flex begin, but I'm not sure for which one to display the buttons on top.
Flex start, but
Or,
you can just delete the justify contents start, I think, yeah, and it goes.
okay, it goes there. So what do we need for in order to not display it
To
there? A save view.
wrap it, yeah, in save view.
Someone is saying hello in chat. Hello guys, hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the stream. So we need the save view from React Native.
Yeah. Save area view, I think now. Something.
Save
Yes.
area view. And should we give styles to it or to?
Yeah. I think you can give it to it
Right away. Save
Yeah.
area view.
It's very white.
No, I mean it's.
But it's there.
I would put here the save area view and put everything inside it.
And then make it flex one.
The save area.
Yeah, and I think you will need to change the background color of safe area because it makes it gray, like grayish.
Oh, so that means that we need to put it here and just change the color of it.
Yeah, you can do that.
Background color white. Yeah, like that. So we have a close button, we have a tweet. Now we need our profile picture into a separate view. Profile picture. Image. Let's import it first of all. Add import tag from components. And for the image, let's just send some hard-coded image. So let's copy it from here. And let's send it here. Yeah, we see it there. And the next thing will be input. Text input. Text input, and what does it need there?
That's a good
I
question.
think it needs a placeholder.
Yeah, it definitely can take placeholder.
Let's see what Twitter is saying for the placeholder.
Enter your
What's
text here.
happening?
No. Oh, what's happening?
What's happening? Yeah, we see it here. And now probably we just need we need one more text input for the image, because we're gonna use like a text input with the image URL to be able to save the image. So image URL optional. For the styles, let's say style tweet input. this one will be image input. And you know what, we were gonna need to add them into a view, because we will display the image on the left and the view on the right with the two inputs. So the view will have a style inputs container, and this one will be styles new tweet container, something like that. So let's start with a new tweet container.
Why did you start to put styles in the same file?
It was here from the template, and I will move them just after I finish, because it's on the same page. So new tweet container, then let's add also this input container, and then we will define the styles for it. And tweet input and image input, right? And image input. Yeah, this component is getting bigger, and we could structure it in smaller components, but I think it's still manageable. So new tweet container, flex row or flex direction row. First one, save. We see that the image and the text are on different rows. You know what? Why didn't we add the padding not on the header but on the container itself? Like this.
Good question.
Because why? Because margin looks bad. Okay. Okay, that means that we will add the same padding for the new tweet container. Okay, it happened. And for the input container, we will say margin left 10 in order to have some space between image and the input. Yeah, it's there. For the text width, I think it should be multi-line, and it should be handled here. Text input lines, number of lines. Let's add 3, maybe. And why does
not much changes?
Why autocomplete it with disadvantages? Text input, number of lines, number of lines. Max height. Okay, I think it needs max height 300.
Why it's complaining about?
Oh, I think it's for the styles. Here, max height 300. But also the height should be not height. Oh, I'm setting it for inputs container, not tweet inputs. So if we change height, yeah, we need to set a height here of 100. And we need also to align the text on top.
This one is Yeah, I think it should be done easier. Um,
I'm not sure
let's
why
see.
the keyboard is not showing. Maybe on real device.
It's not showing because on iOS simulators, the default is that it won't show. And I think to make it show, you should go to either tools
On
of
here.
emulator. It's IO maybe. Yeah,
Maybe
no, yeah,
keyboard.
uses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Does it have a multi-line? Multi-line equal true. Yeah. Right now we can write on multiple lines.
Nice.
Yeah, that's good. Should it be a bit bigger?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Input no. Font size 18. Why doesn't update?
I think you
What's it?
should text input has itself like.
Oh,
Let's see. A prop to make it bigger.
let's clean up what we don't need here. So what else do we need? We need to keep the values of the tweet and the image into a state, because we will need them. Yeah, I think it worked like this, you see. I just needed to delete it. And so we need to keep these values in state, because on post tweet we will need to send these values from state to the backend. So to do that, we will also use a hook, and the first hook will be for the tweet, and here set tweet, which will be a use state, and the default value will be empty string. For the use state, we import it from React. I think React and then use state. That's how it's better to do it in one line. That's for the tweet, and the same way for the image URL. Set image URL. So text input. We need to send the value of a text input should be the value of the state. So for that, we will say value equal to tweet. So right now, if we set the initial state here to hello world, we will see that the value of the input is hello world. However, if we type something, it returns to hello world. So what do we need to do? We need to set a function for on input, and whenever the input changes, we will call set tweet. On input change. No, not on input change, on input, right?
I think it should be on text change or something like that.
On text input.
Wait,
No overload value.
on change text, maybe try.
On change. Just on change, no?
There's nothing for on change text.
set
On change or on change
tweet
text? It should be
value.
one of those. Yeah.
Let's try this one. Value argument of type native. Oh, this is the event, but the value itself is no, this is event, and the value is event dot target dot value. So now if we write something, we set it to the state and we display it back here. Now we can set the default state with empty string. I don't know why it says property value doesn't exist on type number, but yeah, that's how it works.
Dead sad. Wow.
What?
Autocorrect.
No. I don't know what's happening. So let's do the same thing for the image. Value will be image, and on change we call the setter from the state set image URL with the target dot value. Now in on post with, let's console log these values. Console log posting that tweet, and here let's say tweet from the new line image URL. So let's right now did we, yeah, we said hello world tweet, and let's check the, where is it, here in the Expo page, here, no, here. Let's clear everything. Let's rerun it because I'm not sure if it reload. Let's go to the post tweet. Hello world. Here let's say image URL tweet. Is the debugger here, or I don't remember, to be honest. What's this?
Me neither.
Oh, here it is. Image undefined, post tweet undefined. That's good. Maybe it's not e.target. So let's have a look what this e.value.
Yeah, but you should be able to only call on change text, like I said.
On change text, right? And it
yeah,
on change
and then it returns only the text.
And it returns the values here, right?
Yeah.
Like this.
Yeah.
Hello.
Make it on change text as well.
Yeah. On change text. Yeah. I messed up there. Sorry.
Now it's gonna work, most likely.
No, let's reload it. Okay, let's go here again. Hello world. Image URL. Wait.
That's more like you. Hello work.
Hello world. Where is it? Where here? Yeah. Posting tweet. Hello work. Image URL. Yeah, that's it. The page is
Nice.
done. So I think everything from the front end that we plan to do is created. I'm at the end of a presentation here. We set up a project. We did the bottom tab navigator with the home header, the tweet component, feed component, and also creating a post. Yeah, that's really amazing, like how much we managed to do. Let's put it here. In just 2.5 hours, we managed to completely clone the homepage of Twitter UI. Yeah, we understand that it's not all the features of Twitter, and we understand how much effort they put in making it, and it's by far close to what they have in their application. But yeah, for the UI purpose and for the purpose that we are doing here to learn and experiment with React Native, I think that's more than enough, and that really looks very close to Twitter. And yeah, we have also the, creating a new tweet page, and in next week, also on Thursday at 4 p.m. our time, which is what time, Lucas?
Plus 2.
Yeah, you'll see the schedule of a stream. At the same time, we're gonna continue working on Twitter clone, and we're gonna connect it with a backend using AWS. So make sure to come there and join us live. And yeah, see you next week. Thanks a lot, Lucas, for joining me and helping me.
No problem.
Yeah, because aligning things in the middle, it's very
Thank you
tough
for
for me.
having me.
Thanks guys a lot for joining and yeah, spending time with us. I hope that you liked it and you'll learn something new from it. I highly encourage you to follow along this stream and create it yourself, as you will be able to add it to your portfolio, and it will help you get your next job if you're looking for one. So as always, guys, take care